আমার পেছনে যেই চার্চটা, এটা অ্যাকচুয়ালি একটা হিস্টোরিক্যাল চার্চ এবং এর হিস্ট্রি বহু বছর পুরনো। এটা যদি এখনই নড়ে চড়ে ওঠে তাহলে কি করব? এই টিকিট বাস, মেট্রো এবং ট্রাম তিনটেতেই চলবে, মানে 24 ঘন্টার জন্য তিনটের মধ্যে যে কোনো একটাতেই আমি রাইড করতে পারবো।
Sometimes I lose people on the tour because I disappear like this into so many of these things. Right. So Lyon's filled with passageways. They're called traboules, and most of them are closed. But if you want to find them, you know, if you see a sign like this, you know, now the door is open. Normally it's closed. If you see a sign like this, a bronze sign, try to open the door. Very often you can get inside and see if there's something nice. This is one of the most famous ones, the long traboule. Because in the last 2 years, a lot of modern artists and architects have done a lot of work in Lyon, and you know, most in where the two rivers come together. Maybe you've heard of that, Presqu'île, right? The confluence, right? All like this whole futuristic neighborhood. But there's something hidden here, done by Daniel Buren, a famous, well, in France, famous modern artist. He did a lot of work on squares and stuff. And here he made the parking lot. So I want to show you the parking lot. We have to go downstairs now. But it's a massive building. It's not just a church, but you see that part, like it's part of it. That whole new part is also part of it. It was the Hôtel Dieu, and the Hôtel Dieu was a hospital. So before we finish, I'll take out the map and I give you a few tips of things to do in Lyon. So we are now in this big orange plot, right, the Hôtel Dieu, right in the heart of Presqu'île. Now Presqu'île, you've seen sort of how it is if you walk around here. Many of the shops and streets, it's beautiful, but you know, mostly shops and stuff. However, if you're looking to spend the afternoon dry, today's Monday, right? Yeah. So Mondays, the Musée des Beaux-Arts is open on the main town square, Place de Terreau, which is like probably a 15-minute walk from here, or you take the metro from Bellecour up there. And the Musée des Beaux-Arts, the biggest art collection in France outside of Paris. You can spend the whole day in there, and obviously it is covered, it has a roof, so it is dry. It's a massive art collection. Then go up to the Fourvière Church. You know, if there's just one thing to do in Lyon, it's that: go up to the church, have a look at the view. The church is free to visit, filled with mosaics, and also dry inside. You know, you have the Roman theaters. They are obviously outside, but still free to visit. You can visit those. So take the funicular up there. Nice old system to go up there. Last year they completely dismantled it and put it back together, checked it, so it's even though it's from the 19th century, you know, it's not gonna it's not gonna break. But nice to go up there. And then Vieux-Lyon as well. Like, it was a bit quiet now in the mornings, you know, Monday mornings, you know, who goes to Vieux-Lyon, but in the afternoons if it doesn't, you know, pour down. It's always lively, lots of shops open there, nice restaurants, have some food. Then the park, well, it's a bit rainy and wet now, but you do have the botanical gardens. They're covered, 19th century greenhouses. They're free to visit. You go inside and you're in the tropics. You have the zoo there as well. You walk around, you see giraffes and lions and monkeys if they're out. You know, beautiful park. If the weather clears, nice to go down there. Confluence, you know, this is where the two rivers come together. Right? All futuristic architecture. Interesting. You have the shopping center of Confluence, which is covered, but maybe you know, it's just with all the main shops. But down here, where the two rivers come together, you have the Musée de Confluence, which is closed today, but tomorrow it will be open. Natural History and Science Museum, nice to go. I quite like it. But even if you just like seeing futuristic architecture, just walking next to the sun, you find all these crazy looking buildings. You can go to that point where the two rivers come together. Funny place to take a picture. And if you're there tomorrow and you don't feel like visiting the museum, you can still go inside, take the elevator to the top floor, have a look at the surroundings, and go back down again. Right? So I quite like Confluence. And then Croix-Rousse is this other historic area beyond up here. So if you feel like, you know, joining, tomorrow I start 10 o'clock on Place de Terreau. It's going to be rainy, but it's fine. You know, it's always fine. I'm going to go up Croix-Rousse and then descend back down and see another part of Lyon that we haven't seen. You're more than welcome to sign up on my website for free. So you can, but it's also nice to visit by yourself. Also at night, if you're looking for like a more hip wine bar or, you know, a place to have some, you know, a planche, you know. Very important to know in French the word planche, you know what it is? Right, so very often like people, they go out to you know, 5 o'clock to get a glass of wine and a planche, a platter with cheeses and charcuterie, you know. That's nice. I sometimes just have dinner with a planche, right? So Croix-Rousse, nice, especially the eastern side, nice to go explore a little bit. Then normally for like nightlife, I would also recommend the boats on the riverside. If you're still here for a few days, if the weather turns nicer, on the other side of the Rhone, here you have all those boats, and that's where a lot of people go out for a drink. You have terrace outside, and when the weather is nice, it's lovely out there, but yeah, when it's rainy, maybe not so much. So that is the end of the tour. So thank you all for coming. I was really expecting like 4 or 5 people this morning. With the rain, normally everybody stays in bed, but you were all very brave. So thank you all for joining. I hope you enjoy your time in Lyon. Any questions, ask me now or later. It's a one-person business. All email, phone calls, go straight to my phone. So thank you very much and enjoy the rest of your time.
আমি এখন পৌঁছে গেছি রোন আর সোনের কনফ্লুয়েন্সে। আমার বাঁ দিকে হচ্ছে রোন নদী আর ডান দিকে হচ্ছে সোন নদী, আর পেছনে এদিকে হচ্ছে কনফ্লুয়েন্স, ওই জায়গাটায়। এখানে লোকজন খুবই কম, আমার মনে হয় না এটা খুব একটা নাম করা, খুব একটা ট্যুরিস্ট স্পট বলে কিছু একটা, কিন্তু এটা এই মিউজিয়ামটার খুব কাছে, যে কনফ্লুয়েন্স মিউজিয়াম যে আছে সেটার খুব কাছে। মানে এই মিউজিয়াম অফ কনফ্লুয়েন্সে যদি কেউ আসে তাহলে অবশ্যই সে এখানে আসতে পারে। আর এখানে দেখছি একটা রেল লাইনের কিছু একটা, রেল লাইনটা জলের মধ্যে চলে যাচ্ছে। কি পুরনো রেল লাইন যেত এখান দিয়ে। সামনে দেখতে পাচ্ছি যে ব্রিজ মতো কিছু একটা জলের তলায়, সামনে দেখা যাচ্ছে, ঠিক বোঝা যাচ্ছে না। আর রেল লাইন, হয়তো এটা পুরনো কোনো রেল লাইন হবে। আর এখন চলে এসছে এদিকে রোন নদী, এদিকে সোন নদী, আর সামনে মিউজিয়াম অফ কনফ্লুয়েন্স। তো এখন রাত প্রায় 11টা, আমার লিয়ঁ জার্নি শেষ হয়ে গেল। লিয়ঁ হয়তো অনেকেই জানে না যে লিয়ঁ অ্যাকচুয়ালি কোথায় এবং কি, সেটা তো আমার ভিডিও দেখলে বোঝাই যাবে। এবার লিয়ঁতে আমি যার বাড়িতে ছিলাম 2 দিন, তার সঙ্গে একটু পরিচয় করাই এবং সে কিছু মেসেজ দিতে চায়। সেই মেসেজটা কি সেটা আমরা দেখি তার কথা শুনে। Fred, you are online, yeah.
Hi guys, so my name is Frédéric, I'm French. I grew up in Bretagne, but after a few travels now I decided to live in Lyon because it's an awesome city. You should definitely come to Lyon instead of just staying in Paris, as he said, because it's a beautiful place. You have 2 big rivers on each side and a nice path to walk by. You have a beautiful basilic as well with a lot of colors inside, and it's historical, very very historical as well because it's the end of the Silk Road, so that might ring a bell to you. And so you will see many nice silk work and artists and old buildings, even Roman buildings. So I'd advise you to come, and food is really good.
আর আমি যে এয়ারবিএনবিতে ছিলাম সেই এয়ারবিএনবির একটু রুমটা ট্যুর দিয়ে দিই। এটা হচ্ছে বেড, কয়েকটা টেবিল, ক্লোজেট, আর মোটামুটি এইটুকুনি। খুব সুন্দর একটা ছোট ঘর। আর ঘরটা থেকে যদি বেরোই তাহলে এটা হচ্ছে খাবার জায়গা। আর এটা হচ্ছে কিচেন। ব্যাস, একটা ফ্যান্সি দেখতে ফ্রিজও আছে। দ্যাটস ইট। আমি এখন চলে এসেছি ফ্রান্সের আরেকটা খুব ইম্পর্টেন্ট এবং হিস্টোরিক্যাল জায়গায়, নরম্যান্ডি। এবার আমি আস্তে করে বার করে নেব। ভালো। সেই রঁ চার্চের খুব সুন্দর ভিউ দেখা যায়।